In this module, I'll be going over email marketing, including how to automatically assign someone to an email campaign list. And in this video, we're going to take advantage of the built-in Business Catalyst email marketing tool. In the admin, under email marketing, click mailing lists. That will bring you to our mailing list page, and we're going to click add mailing list. All right, let's give mailing list a name. We'll call it company newsletter recipients. And click save. Now that we have a campaign list, let's make our web form add the person to the campaign list once they submit the form. All right, you may remember that we added a checkbox to our form in Muse. So let's go there now. All right, now that we're back in Muse, ideally what we'd want to do is turn this checkbox into something that will tell Business Catalyst to add the person who submitted the form to our campaign list. Unfortunately, there are no options to allow us to turn this checkbox into a campaign list checkbox. But fortunately, I have a technique that will allow us to hook up a Business Catalyst email newsletter checkbox to Muse. There are at least two techniques to hook this form up to Business Catalyst's email marketing. The first is the easiest, but in our case, not ideal. But let's go through it anyway. In Business Catalyst's admin, go to Web Forms, which you'll find under Site Managers. And if you look at the bottom, you'll see that we have the checkbox that Muse added earlier. Now, we can make changes to this web form in Business Catalyst, but it won't actually change the web form in Muse. It's a one-way street. So let me show you. If we delete this checkbox in Business Catalyst, and then we go back to Muse, you'll see that the checkbox is still there. Since Muse is the main control here, if we click Publish and publish back to Business Catalyst, that checkbox will be there again. Let's click OK, and this will publish to Business Catalyst, and then we'll go check out our web form. All right, I'm going to refresh the page, and you'll see that our checkbox is still there. Well, since Muse will continuously add that checkbox every time we publish, we'll keep it for now. But we're going to add our own Business Catalyst version. So we're going to scroll up to List and check Company Newsletter Recipients. That's the campaign list that we created earlier. I'm going to check that. And you can see that Business Catalyst added it to the end of our form. Now, why did we do that? We can now take our new checkbox and alter the one in our code. So let's go grab the checkbox information by clicking More Actions, Customize Web Form. We're going to click HTML. And now we need to get two pieces of information. First, the Muse created checkbox. Let's find that checkbox. We're going to scroll to the end, and you can see that this is the checkbox here. The label says Send Me Promotion, so we know that's the one. It says Input Type Checkbox. Now, the only thing we really need is the name. So I'm going to highlight the name. Let's go up to Edit and Copy and Close. We'll go up to the Develop tab and open this in a new tab. Let's go over to that tab. On the left-hand side, we have our files. So these are all the files that belong in our site. And we want to find the page that we're looking for. Fortunately, it's really easy because we only have one page on the site. So we're going to click index.html, and we know this is our Muse page. I'm going to click into the HTML, Command F to search for, and I'm going to paste our name value that we copied earlier, and this finds the checkbox for us. So you don't actually have to look through all of this HTML. Now that we found it, let's get the other piece of information. We need the name of our email list checkbox. So we're going to go back to our previous tab. We're going to check More Actions, Customize Web Form, click HTML, and now we need to find our campaign list. So we're going to scroll down to the end, and right here we can see this checkbox here. It says campaign list _ 55920. So I'm going to copy that. We're going to go back to the other tab, and we're going to replace this name value with our campaign list. So I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to paste and click Publish. We're going to click Preview, which will bring up this page. We're going to scroll down to our form. Again, I'm going to put my email address in, my name, and test with checkbox, and click send. Okay, let's go check the CRM. So let's go back here. We'll close out this. Let's go to the CRM and go to customers. We'll click on my name and let's go to subscriptions. And you'll see that I am subscribed to the company newsletter recipients campaign list. Earlier I mentioned that this is the easiest way, but not ideal. This is why it's not ideal. If we go back to Muse and click publish, what happens is Muse is going to overwrite what we did before. So the only way that this technique will work is if you never change this page again and you don't publish the entire Muse project. So for obvious reasons, this isn't the best technique. It may be in certain situations, but here I would feel more comfortable if our change would be permanent no matter what happens in Muse. In the next video, I'll show you how to make changes in Business Catalyst that Muse can't overwrite.